The cities burn behind their screens, while kings make war in silent schemes. False peace is sold with pixel crowns. They build their brands, then burn truth down. But still the quiet worship flows through every exile no one knows. The earth is shaking, skies ignite, but still they preach their version right. They quote the scrolls, then bend the truth, and feast while children cry for food. But even now the flame holds true. It burns in hearts the world once knew. The scrolls were many, the warnings the same. The signs still rise in heaven's name. The sky calls the forgotten, the ones not in the crowd, the ones who whisper worship when the world is screaming loud. We were written in the margins, but sealed in sacred ink. This fire's not our ending, it's the dawn before we blink. We were never lost, just hidden, and now the hour is told. The sky calls the forgotten, and we rise bold. You may call him by a name not mine, but his flames still move through every sign. The scrolls were scribed in every land, their warnings carved by holy hand. And though the texts may not agree, they all declared the word still breathes. The word that walks, the word that burns, the word that lives and now returns. Go get mad, look, stir their chains. The ancient tide breaks modern plains. Gold isn't worth much, just a name. And nations trade their peace for data chains, for screens, for speed, for power's praise, for coded lies that cloud the days. But the remnant feel the flame draw near and worship louder than their fear. Be wary now, a voice is crowned. The beast they cheer will burn back down. The sky calls the forgotten, the ones the world refused, the ones who held to mercy when the truth was called a ruse. We were never made for platforms, never built to play their game. We were carved into the chaos as a voice that won't be tamed. We're the barefoot and the broken, but our hearts are sealed and whole. The sky calls the forgotten, and we rise whole. We sang in shelter, shattered rooms. We prayed beneath collapsing moons. We held the line when hope went still, and followed fire up every hill. We weren't your saints with stage and rings, but we were always guarding things. We fed the hungry, stayed unseen. We burned with worship, raw and clean. We found the holy in the dust. We healed with prayer and held with trust. And now the sky begins to sound. The ones cast off are gathering now. You might call him by a name not mine, but every scroll drew the same clear line. One will rise and wear their praise, but twist the truth and cloud the days. The reckoning was always near, and now the truth cut sharp and clear. Many will fall, but don't lose sight. The flame that rises brings the light. The sky calls the forgotten, the ones with oil and flame, the ones who stayed when all betrayed and never chased a name. We were never on the stages, never crowned or well received, but heaven wrote us in its song, and now we are believed. From every faith and every land we rise unnamed but known. The sky calls the forgotten, and we come home. We never needed bright parade or polished crowns that quickly fade. We carried hope where none could see, and worshipped where the world won't be. Now Every silence starts to shake as heaven calls the wide awake. We don't return for man's acclaim. We rise because he knows our name. The sky calls the forgotten, and we remember who